Hey there, Cavaliers. Welcome to this edition of the Cavalier Sports Report. I'm your host, Jean Cantero. Joining me today is NJCAA Hall of Famer and head coach for the Cavalier baseball team, Kent Shelley. Coach, thank you for joining me today.
Well, thank you. It's great to be here today, Gene.
No, Coach, now the season opens this Saturday, home opener. How has the team been preparing since the offseason?
We've been working hard since the first day of school, or first week before school opened in the fall.
Yeah.
We had a 20-game scrimmage scheduled this fall, coupled with about 12 inter-squad games.
Okay.
The kids learned the system offensively, defensively. Fall's a chance for them to show us what they know about the game, their strengths, their weaknesses. They took to our system immediately. They're a very bright bunch, very intelligent. We like to think pretty doggone talented as well. But we had a great fall, one of the better ones that I can remember in some time. Then we went into our off-season. Off-season's a time that we concentrate a little bit more on the overall strength portion of the season, so they've been hitting the weights hard all year long, but particularly during that off-season, middle of November to end of December. They also honed their skills on the mound, hitting-wise, defensively. And then we came back second semester, and we've hit the ground running from day one. I like where we're at this point in time, but we'll find out Sunday when we open against DMAC here at home.
Okay.
The kids are anxious, they're excited, and we'll be ready to go.
Yeah, well, the great fall comes in with an even greater spring, so best of luck to you.
We sure hope so. Thank you.
Now, between innings, when the team is down, what do you tell them to get them motivated?
Well, the nice thing about our kids year in and year out, they're a group that understands the game. They understand all the nuances of it, and they're a group that, you don't have to motivate a lot. They're self-driven. They have ability, especially this year's group. We have 9 sophomores that just have done an outstanding job leading this group of youngsters. They love each other. They love being together, and that's one of the keys. That's one of the keys that we find year in and year out of our championship seasons. Is you got to have that camaraderie. You got to have that love, not only for the game, but you got to have that love for that guy playing next to you. And this group excels in that. So they picked each other up. So they're just once that first pitch is thrown, those kids know what needs to be done. They need to be accomplished. Every now and then you got to remind them, keep them on track. But they do a pretty good job of holding each other accountable. So I'm hoping that we don't have too many of those meetings throughout the season. I think they'll take care of business in a first-class and professional manner.
Oh, that's amazing. It's great to hear that. Now, back to before you were involved with Johnson County Community College. What attracted you about the program that made you want to come coach here?
Well, first of all, you got to look at the tradition. This is one of the best coaching jobs in America, 2-year or 4-year. And as a kid that grew up playing baseball down the road in Lawrence, Kansas, I was very familiar with Coach Maynard, the strong tradition that he had built here. And when I decided to leave the business world and pursue coaching, I only dreamed about being able to land in your first coaching career at a place like Johnson County that was so rich in tradition. So it's been a true pleasure and an honor to coach here the past 29 years. I couldn't think of any better place in America that I'd rather be coaching at. It's just a great place. The coaches I've been blessed to work with, the players that I've worked with for 29 years, our counselors, faculty advisors, our mentor, our administration. It's one of the greatest baseball families probably in the game today, and I'm just very fortunate to have been able to spend my entire career here coaching.
Well, I know for sure that JCCC is very proud to have you with us.
Well, thank you very much.
And now the team is consistently receiving awards for academic performance. How do you motivate the team to perform so well in the classroom and not just the field?
Well, again, it gets back to identifying that young man out of high school that has that passion, that burning desire to excel at the highest level, both academically and athletically. So we've been blessed the last 10, 11, 12 years. Our players have maintained an overall team GPA of a 3.1 as high as a 3.32. We've consistently, the last 12 years, have finished among the top 15. Other than 1 year, we've been a top 10 academic team. Last year, finishing 4th in the nation, posting a 3.32 team GPA. So when you're able to identify those types of kids with that passion, those abilities, and you bring them into a learning environment that has been fostered, it's a culture here at Johnson County. And these kids they come in and they adapt well, and I couldn't be more proud. I couldn't be more proud of a group of guys that year in and year out come here for all the right reasons, and that's to get their education and to play for a quality baseball program. These kids are turning out to be great young men. They're community leaders, they're civic leaders as well, they're great husbands, and they're some of the greatest fathers I know. So I couldn't be more proud of our guys.
Now you're coming up here on 30 seasons here pretty soon, which is unbelievable. That's amazing.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
Yeah, sorry about that. What has been the most rewarding thing for you after all these seasons?
Most rewarding, without a doubt, hands down, is player development. Watching these kids come in out of high school as freshmen, watching what they achieve on and off the field and in the classroom for 2 years, watching them go out. Our kids are signing for scholarships, 50%, and in some instances, 100% full rides to continue their academic and athletic careers. And that's unheard of in the game of baseball, because we just don't give full rides in baseball, but we have some kids signing. So without any question, we've won a lot of games, we've won a lot of championships, but ultimately it's a development of our players. They're turning out to be great kids.
Well, Coach, I appreciate you very much for joining me today.
Gene,
thank you very much. And that's all for this edition of the Cavalier Sports Report. I'm your host, Jean Cantero. See you next time, Cavs.